But to tell us about golf in the Cape Town area, we are now joined by Erica Lefson, Vice President of Golf in Western Province. Erica, great to have you on the line. How are things with you?
It's great, and the development in the Western Cape has been fantastic. So we're playing the Ackerman Championships. This is a world ranking event and a Women's Golf South Africa ranking event. We've got Pick and Pay as our sponsor. They've been around for 40 years, which is fantastic. And we have the strongest field that I think we have had in many a year. Obviously, the top players are looking forward to playing competitive golf. They've lost out on a lot during the year, not being able to get their provincial colours and South African colours and not being able to travel. So guess what? The benefit is going to be in the province, and Western Province is about to get a fantastic benefit by having all the top players in South Africa playing in our tournament.
You've got to tell us, where are they playing? I mean, is it again Clove Valley, or is it not? We know that the Ackermans are always involved there.
Well, 3 generations of Ackermans now over the 40 years. Yes, we're playing at Clove Valley to celebrate the 40th year. And it's a fantastic course. I know you play golf, so I know you've played there. The other thing is that the Ackermans and Clove Valley take golf seriously, especially the development of golf. They've got a fantastic program there. So it's almost one of the homes of junior golf in the Western Cape, and we're absolutely thrilled to be in Clove Valley.
And now you were mentioning before we lost the signal, you mentioned the fact that some of our juniors are in fact starting to get international exposure.
Oh, absolutely. We've had the players that are playing here have been to Jakarta. We've got Kauri Mudli, who went to the 2019 Youth Olympics. She was runner-up in the Annika Invitational. We've got Kayla Williams, our own Western Province player, who was the Women's Golf South Africa Player of the Year last year. She's been able to travel and represented South Africa in the Astor Trophy, which used to be the old Commonwealth Trophy. She's out firing. The other great player we have in Western Province is Jordan Rothman, and she's been away with injury. She's back playing. Look, the girls are here. Odette Boyson, nice to have her in our field. She's supposed to be in America on a scholarship. She's playing locally, and it's going to be a very, very interesting weekend.
Erica, let's go back a step. Let's stay on the golf in terms of the development component. For kids that want to join, or parents who want to get their kids involved with golf, what would you say is the best way to get started?
Well, if it's parents that play golf, obviously the easiest thing is to go to their club. And if you're talking about the girls, because the girls is the area we want to develop, there are lots of boys that play, not as many girls. Go and find the lady captain, or just go to the club manager and ask for a reference to Western Province. And Julie Watson runs a fantastic program every second Saturday almost at the River Club, for as long as that lasts. I don't know where they're going to go, but at the moment they're at the River Club, and everybody is welcome. So they have coaches. With the restrictions we've got now, we have about 3 people taking a small group at a time, and it's a fantastic start. And June is very proactive in getting these players onto a golf course ASAP. So we're open to take any young girls. We need them.
Is there sort of a recommended age that you would say is a good age to get started?
Anywhere from 6. And I'm just saying that. I mean, it's quite.
I think the old story is that Tiger Woods started at the age of 3 or something like that. But we're obviously very excited about that. I mean, golf has been one of the sports that was active right from the beginning. This must have been one of the pleasures for everybody to stay positive in sport.
Well, I think what it's taught us, and the world has changed so dramatically in the last 7 months. There was a concern that possibly golf was going to suffer. I mean, it obviously did suffer during COVID. We weren't allowed on the golf courses. Here in the Western Cape, and I believe around South Africa, a lot of the golf courses were allowed to have a small staff to maintain the golf courses. And we've come back with a vengeance, where we thought, okay, people aren't playing, nobody sort of has the funding. I think all golf courses have made an effort to make golf very affordable, especially for juniors, literally at nothing, and for normal people just to get feet on the golf course.
Yeah.
And from what I hear in the Western Cape, most golf courses have got full, bigger fields than they had last year over winter. So look, it's the best sport to play in this sort of weather and to get exercise and to be able to social distance, obviously.
Yeah. Erica, just a final question in terms of the actual courses themselves. We're now coming out of, or we now have had a tremendous amount of rain during this winter period. Of course, a year ago this time things were not so good for golf courses. How are we doing now?
The courses, I would say, at this time of the year, and of course there has been holotiding over the last 8 weeks, etc. The courses are in the best ever condition. We can play all the courses today with no preferred line at all. The fairways are good. The bunkers are a bit of an issue because you've got to have your own rake, so people don't break the bunkers. But other than that, the courses are in perfect condition in the Western Cape at the moment. We've had the best rains for a long time.
Well, that's interesting. We didn't even think about that from a COVID perspective, is that you can't rake. You can't leave the rake on the side of the grass, on the side of the bunker. You must bring your own rake. Well, that's fascinating. Erica, we're going to leave it at that. We're going to say thank you very much for chatting with us today. And best of luck for the competition this weekend. We're looking forward to lots of champions coming through the ranks.
It's going to be a great weekend. Follow us on Facebook or follow us on the website and you'll see some great scoring. Thanks so much, JP.
There we go, folks. Erica Lefson, the Vice President of Western Province Golf. And, well, fantastic development there. Great athletes coming through the ranks, and it's great to see all the exposure that they're getting. Well, essentially, we're just happy to see that they're playing the sport that they love. Folks, we'll take an ad break. We'll come back from break. We'll carry on talking about sport in the Western Cape. Don't go away.